Hello everyone, and welcome once again to Anything You Want. Today, we are diving into one of the most unbelievable and dramatic events to hit the Turkish entertainment world in recent memory. What started as a fairy tale wedding between beloved actress Alina Boz and filmmaker Umut Övercan has, in the blink of an eye, turned into one of the most talked about scandals of the year. And at the center of the storm stands not only the bride and groom but also actor Alp Navruz, whose unexpected revelation lit the fuse that exploded across social media and the tabloid press. Before we get into all the twists and turns, let me remind you, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to Anything You Want, and, if you'd like to support us further, click on the join button to become part of our growing family. Your support keeps us going and allows us to bring you these exclusive deep dives into the stories everyone is talking about. For years, Alina Boz has been regarded as one of the most talented and elegant actresses of her generation. With her ability to embody complex characters and her calm yet captivating presence, she has built a reputation that extends beyond Turkey's borders. Her sudden marriage to Umut Övercan, a filmmaker and producer known for his discreet but steady presence in the industry, was nothing short of a bombshell announcement. Although the wedding itself was kept relatively private, the images that managed to surface online painted a picture of intimacy and understated glamour. Alina looked radiant in a gown that reflected both simplicity and sophistication, while Umut stood proudly by her side. For their fans, who quickly flooded platforms like Twitter and Instagram with messages of congratulations, this marriage symbolized a hopeful step into a new chapter of happiness. Hashtags celebrating their love trended within hours, and entertainment journalists predicted that this union would dominate the headlines for weeks. But little did anyone know that within just 2 days, everything would unravel. Enter Alp Navruz, a star in his own right, celebrated for his roles in both heartfelt romances and gripping dramas. Known for his candid personality, Alp rarely sugarcoats his thoughts, and in this case, his bluntness had consequences no one could have foreseen. During what was supposed to be a routine interview, Alp was asked about love, loyalty, and the pressures of relationships in the entertainment industry. What followed was nothing short of explosive. He suggested that Umut Övercan might not have been entirely faithful in his heart, even as he exchanged vows with Alina. According to Alp, there were whispers, hints that Umut's feelings for someone else remained unresolved, casting a shadow over his brand new marriage. Those remarks, delivered almost casually, spread like wildfire. Within hours, social media exploded, headlines blared across every platform, and the story eclipsed nearly everything else in Turkish entertainment news. Fans, critics, and journalists alike were left asking, was this honesty, recklessness, or something in between? For Alina Boz, the timing could not have been crueler. She had just stepped into what should have been one of the happiest stages of her life, only to be blindsided by rumors of doubt and betrayal. At first, Alina maintained silence. Friends close to the actress described her as being in shock, struggling to process the tidal wave of speculation. Yet within 48 hours, the rumors crystallized into reality. Reports confirmed that Alina and Umut had already begun the process of separating, effectively ending their marriage before it even had the chance to begin. 2 days. That is all it took for a fairy tale to collapse into heartbreak. This left many asking difficult questions. Had Alina already suspected something before Alp's remarks? Or did his words act as the final straw that convinced her the marriage was built on shaky ground? Turkish entertainment journalists wasted no time in labeling the saga as unprecedented. Celebrity romances come and go, But a marriage dissolving within 2 days is almost unheard of in Turkey's showbiz history. Comparisons to Hollywood-style scandals were drawn, but even by global standards, this case stood out for its speed and intensity. While many industry figures declined to comment out of respect for privacy, whispers behind the scenes painted a more complicated picture. Some suggested Alp's remarks weren't baseless, others claimed he simply voiced what many already suspected. A director who had worked with all three figures hinted, "Sometimes the truth comes out in ways we least expect." Maybe this was one of those moments. No scandal in today's world is complete without the roar of social media, and this one was no exception. Fans rushed to share their thoughts, flooding timelines with sympathy, anger, and confusion. Supporters of Alina Boz praised her decision to act swiftly, with many commenting that ending the marriage early was a show of strength rather than weakness. "Better 2 days than 2 decades," one fan wrote. Another echoed the sentiment, "She deserves someone who chooses her wholeheartedly." Others turned their frustration toward Alp Navruz. While some applauded his honesty, others argued that he crossed a line by voicing such explosive claims at such a sensitive time. "Why speak now, right after the wedding?" one user asked. Another added, "Even if he was telling the truth, it wasn't his story to tell." Meanwhile, Alp's defenders countered that his bluntness may have saved Alina from a painful and prolonged relationship. The debate remains unresolved, with online communities still split down the middle. Caught in the eye of the storm is Umut Övercan, the groom whose reputation now hangs in the balance. Known for keeping a relatively low profile compared to his high-profile peers, Umut suddenly found his name splashed across every headline in Turkey. So far, Umut has refrained from issuing any direct statement. While some close to him insist Alp exaggerated or misrepresented the truth, others claim that his past may indeed have left unfinished business that clouded his marriage to Alina. Until Umut speaks out, speculation will continue to dominate the narrative. This scandal is more than just a story about a collapsed marriage. It highlights the fragility of trust, the intense pressure of living under the spotlight, and the power a single statement can have in reshaping lives. For Alina, this ordeal may serve as both heartbreak and a turning point, reminding her fans of her resilience and courage. For Alp, the consequences of his words remain uncertain. Was he a truth-teller or a troublemaker? And for Umut, the shadow of this 2-day marriage may follow him for years, unless he finds a way to reclaim his narrative. So what do you think, dear viewers? Was Alp Navruz right to speak so openly, or should he have stayed silent out of respect for the couple? Do you believe Alina Boz made the right choice to end her marriage so quickly, or should she have given it more time? And most importantly, where do you think this leaves Umut Övercan, a misunderstood man caught in a storm, or someone who wasn't ready for the commitment he made? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because, as always, your voices shape this channel. And before you go, remember, hit the like button, subscribe to anything you want, and click that join button to support us even more. Your engagement means the world to us, and we'll continue bringing you the stories everyone can't stop talking about. Thank you for watching, stay safe, and see you in the next video.